My name's Guy Henderson. I'm the resident marine biologist here at Roots Red Sea Faroe Dive Club. I'm a PhD researcher from the University of Glasgow. My PhD scholarship is funded by Steve Rattle at Roots Red Sea and by the Open Ocean Science Centre. So my role in camp when I'm here 6 months of the year is to work closely with undergraduate students who come out on research expeditions to collect data for their honours and masters projects. I also work closely with the volunteers collecting citizen science data, and we also organise beach cleanups, cleanup dives, and we work closely with the school children in Quseir, teaching them about environmental issues. So part of what we do here is citizen science, and we've actually developed a survey diver course in conjunction with the University of Glasgow. The course was developed by myself, Steve Rattle, and my two PhD supervisors, Dr. David Bailey and Dr. Deborah McNeil. Now the idea of the course is to give anybody who's got an interest in marine science the skills that they need to actually go into the water and collect data. So we cover a lot of coral monitoring, fish assemblages, and just various marine survey techniques. So the survey diver course is comprised of 2 classroom sessions, both with 2 45-minute lectures and 4 dives. Now the first lecture covers basic coral reef ecology and coral survey methods, so things like transects and quadrats. Now when we do the classroom session, we go into a lot of detail, and we also have dry practices before we get into the water. It's very easy to basically lay a line out along a beach, and then just to make sure it's done safely and in a controlled environment before we go out onto the reef. This minimises any damage to the reef and also makes it a lot more safe for the divers who are actually doing the work. So when we've had a dry practice on the beach, we then head into the water, and we first practice good buoyancy and trim while using additional equipment. So first of all, we'll attach the transect tape to a piece of rock or dead coral and lay it along the sandy bottom before placing quadrats down. This is just to give the diver a bit of familiarity with the equipment. We will then, in the second dive, lay the transect line along a coral garden and then place the quadrats down on the coral. And the reason we practice so much is to minimise damage in this second stage. We then sketch the quadrats and take a selection of photographs. Upon return to the shore, we can then transcribe this data and have a look at it back in the lab. The second part of the survey diver course, we look at some fish behaviour, and we do some basic fish ID and some survey methods for basically quantifying the reef fish and looking at the behaviours on the reefs. Now, in the final dive of the survey course, we actually train people to do our coral monitoring project here, which is a citizen science project. On the north side of the reef here, we have 100 metres transects lined out, ranging from 5 to 25 metres deep. Now, the coral monitoring project has been ongoing for 2 years, and all of the data that we collect is open source. We want anybody with an interest to be able to use it. This could be a seasoned researcher, an undergraduate student leading a project for a dissertation, or somebody just with a curiosity for marine science. If you'd like to know more about our courses, information can be found on our website, which is www.openoceanproject.org, or information can be obtained through Roots Camp, which is www.rootsredsea.com.